X-ray diffraction is based on the Bragg's law. The Bragg's law is n lambda is equal to 2d sine theta. So we are going to prove this equation. Let's consider these as the lattice points in space. When a beam of X-ray shines over these points, then the X-ray is scattered from these points and produces a distinct pattern. This incident X-ray makes angle theta. The incident angle is equal to the reflected angle. Similarly, this second beam of X-ray makes incident angle and a reflected angle. And both of these X-ray beams are parallel to each other, so all of these angles are equal. Now let's draw a perpendicular line from point A to point B and make sure that this line is perpendicular to beam 2. Similarly, draw another line from point A to point C and make sure this line is also perpendicular to the reflected beam 2. Now draw another line from point A to point D. Now here we have two triangles and both of these triangles are equal. Similarly, we have two new angles and all of these angles are equal. How this angle is equal to this angle? Let's consider this incident angle is equal to 30 degrees. And from this geometry we can see that this line, which is the distance of separation between these two lattice points, is perpendicular to this line. If this angle is 30 degrees, then this angle must be 60 degrees. Now this angle is 60 degrees, this one is 90 degrees, and we know all the angles in a triangle are equals to 180 degrees. Now this angle is 60 degrees, this one is 90 degrees, and we know that all the angles in a triangle are equal to 180 degrees. So this angle theta 1 will be equal to 180 minus 150, which is equal to 30 degrees. So this incident angle is equal to theta 1. Similarly, in this second triangle, this angle is equal to this one. Now from this geometry we will derive the Bragg's law. Let's consider this first triangle. In this triangle, D is the hypotenuse, this is the base, and this is the perpendicular. This length AD is equal to D sine theta. Similarly, from this second triangle, the distance or the length CD is equal to D sine theta. Now the beam 2 travels a distance AD plus DC larger than beam 1. For this X-ray to produce a constructive interference which we need, it is necessary for these two beams to be in phase. So this length AD plus DC must be equal to integer multiple of wavelength. If this length is not integer multiple of wavelength, then these beams will not be in phase and there will be no constructive interference. So we must have AD plus DC is equal to integer multiple of wavelength. Now substitute the values for AD and DC in this equation. Substituting the values for AD and DC, we will have D sine theta plus D sine theta is equal to n lambda. Further simplifying this equation, we will have n lambda is equal to 2D sine theta. And this is the Bragg's law, where n is integer number which is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Lambda is a wavelength. D is the distance between the lattice planes or atoms, and theta is the angle between the incident and reflected beam. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe easyedu for more videos.